Hello beautiful souls, welcome to my newest pick a card reading, and this one is titled 5 Words Others Use to Describe You. So today I'm going to have you choose between these 3 options. So this is going to be option number 1, option number 2, and option number 3. If you are new to pick a card readings, what you're going to want to do is choose the pile that you're most drawn to. I will be leaving timestamps in the description box as well as the comments, so you can just fast forward to your pick or just click the link and it should take you directly there. Today I'm using the Angels of Atlantis Oracle cards if you're interested in getting your own. So yeah, just go ahead and use your intuition on this one. I didn't use any crystals or stones. If you are having trouble deciding, just go ahead and close your eyes. Wait until your gut or your intuition tells you to open them. And then wherever your eyes land, that's the one you should pick. Or just use whichever method works best for you. And I'll see you at your pick. Alright, those of you who chose number 1, this is your reading. And the first card you guys have is freedom. So one of the first words that people use to describe you is freedom. You are a free spirit. You are carefree. You're a free soul. You cannot be tamed. You're very wild and just free. You're very free. You kind of are free to do your own way, free to go your own direction. A free spirit. So you cannot be tamed, tied down, controlled. You're very freeing also to be around. I feel like you help others feel more free, and you're not somebody who's bound or chained down to any particular person or situation. You're just very free. You just kind of do your own thing and you live life to the fullest, and you don't allow anything to kind of tie you down. So you're probably not big on committing to living a certain place too long. You're probably not very committed to anything for too long. You just want your freedom. You want to be able to kind of explore things and have your options open. So the first word people use to describe you is freedom. And the second word people use to describe you is ecstasy. So you are very blissful. Ecstasy, that's like the ultimate good feeling. So when others are around you, they just feel like they're in ecstasy. They're in awe. They feel really, really good around you. Extreme high levels of good. Extreme high levels of love. You're just like ecstasy. You're just very feel good. You just feel really good. People say they feel really good around you. You make others feel really, really good. Men or women, depending on what you're into, says you're like ecstasy. You're just a very good feeling. Yeah, basically you just feel really great. You make everyone feel really good around you. Very relaxed. Very comforting. You kind of fill people with love when they're around you. It's just you give others a really good feeling. The third word people use to describe you is grace. So you are very pure, very graceful. You probably have this sway about you on how you walk. There's lots of blue here, so I say that you're a very graceful communicator. Very pure, very high vibe. But yeah, just very graceful in your way, like in your actions. Nothing seems forced or pushed. Just a very graceful essence about you. A very high vibration, very light. You just seem to do everything with ease, with grace. I feel like I just keep seeing this beautiful, graceful gentle walk that you have. People like to talk about the way you walk. It's just very beautiful and graceful and gentle and smooth. That's a good word. Yeah, you're just very smooth in your movements and the way that you go about life. Just seem to do everything in a graceful way. The fourth word people use to describe you is meditation. So people see you as a very clear-minded person, possibly somebody who meditates a lot, not necessarily, but just very calming. Somebody you can be around where you just can relax the mind, clear all negativity from the mind, clear all bad thoughts from the mind. You're just very cleansing. You allow others to get to that state where their thoughts aren't overwhelming them and they're able to just be in the flow of life and be open to receiving things. So whether you are a meditator or you just give that meditation vibe where you help people get in that flow state, so you're very meditative, very relaxing person, which makes sense because you have that graceful, you have the ecstasy, is just pure love and good feels. You're very freeing. So yes, just a meditative state, a clear-minded state. You are described as somebody with a clear mind and somebody that helps others have a clear mind. All right, the fifth word people use to describe you is enchantment, which makes sense. You're very mystical, magical, enchanting. You're very enchanting. You're almost like a fairy tale. Definitely rare because you're a unicorn. I don't know if you guys ever heard this saying, but when you like meet somebody that's like the whole package and everything you ever look for in like a friend or a partner, they're considered to be a unicorn. So, because unicorns are very rare. So you're just a very rare person. Very enchanting. Kind of fairy tale-like. More like a princess or a prince. You could be very witchy if you're into witchcraft. You could be, just seem to have this magical aura about you. Purple, so it's the color of royalty. So you're seen as very royal and like king or queen status, but very enchanting, very fairy tale like. So 5 words people use to describe you are enchantment, meditation, grace, ecstasy, and freedom. So you got a really good combo, but mainly I would say you guys are just very freeing. You relax the mind, you make people feel good. You're very dainty and graceful in your actions, especially your walk. Something about the way you walk. And you're very fairy tale-like. It's like you came straight out of a storybook. So if you guys enjoyed this reading, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you like. Comment down below which option you chose. Let me know how this resonated for you guys. And I'll see you later. Alright, those of you who chose number 2, this is your reading. So the first word people use to describe you is communication. So you are an amazing communicator. You are able to get through to the masses because there's like lots of people here. So if you do some type of public speaking or anything that involves a lot of people, people see you as somebody who can reach many people, who can open the hearts of many people. Because there's a lot of green here. You're just a very expressive, great communicator. You probably have a lot of air in your chart. You're very good at communication. People feel like they can talk to you easily. You can easily express your thoughts and your ideas. You're probably very good at writing or just speaking in general. Something with your voice. You definitely could be a singer, but people describe you as a very good communicator. The second word people use to describe you is friendship. So people see you as a very good friend with lots of love. Like you're somebody that's worth taking the risk for when it comes to friendship. You're a true friend. You're very loyal and caring. And others see your your loyalty in your friendships, and your honesty in your friendships, and your truth in your friendships. You're very true, and you take friendships probably very seriously. And you really love your friends, and you really will go the distance for your friends and those that you love. You probably have lots of friends or very close-knit group of friends that are really true friends. But people would use to describe you as a really good friend, a really good companion in general, with lots of love to give, and with that communication card, probably also lots of advice. You're probably really good at giving your friends advice. Third word people use to describe you is empathy. I love it. You're very empathic. You feel others. It's like people like to come up to you and tell you things just because it's like you feel what they're going through. You have a huge heart. You're a feeler. I heard this, I'm not sure exactly where, but they say like 20% of the population is more empathic over like kind of seeking for self. So it's like you are very rare. You really do care about what other people are going through. It's like you really can relate to them. You're a great listener. You're always there for your friends. You have a big open heart, and you generally, it's like somebody will be telling you some experience that they're going through, and you really feel for them. You feel as if it were your own emotion. So you're probably an empath as well, but you just have a big heart. You have a huge heart, and you have the ability to feel what others are going through. And that's probably why you attract people that may be going through certain things, is because they need that empathy. They need that vibe from you. They need that big heart. Second word that you use to describe you is serenity. Or this is the second. The fourth word is serenity. So you're very serene, very relaxing, very calm, full of love, probably very spiritual or very spiritually connected. Just this calming presence, this chill vibe, which makes sense because you got that empathy and that friendship. You're just really nice to be around. As well as like with group number 1, I just see like with this castle here, you're just seen as very royal. You got that king or queen type of energy. You really have mastered yourself for certain aspects of yourself, and you have some type of connection with the other side. I'm seeing this deeply with the purple. I feel like you are very deeply rooted in some type of belief, and just very serene, relaxing, calm. Also, for some reason, I was getting like this reminded me of the White House too. So it's like you have the ability to lead others. You have a lot of leadership abilities as well. So this is how the fourth thing people would use to describe you, and the fifth one would be gratitude. So people see you as just a very grateful person. You're grateful for every gift that the universe gives you. You're grateful for all the abundance that you are presented with every day. Even if you're somebody who has very little, you are grateful for all that you have. And you're always willing to share what you have, whether you have a grand amount or a small amount. You're the type of person that would give your last to somebody. You're the type of person that is just grateful for everything. They just see you as a very grateful person. Somebody who doesn't take things for granted, that really values everything and everyone you have in your life, because you got that friendship card. So you really value the people in your life, and just every aspect of your life. Generally, you're seen as somebody who's very grateful, somebody who's very blessed and recognizes the abundance around them. Whether they have very little or have a whole lot, you just are easy to recognize the beauty in the small things and the great things. So these are 5 words that people use to describe you. If you guys enjoyed this reading, give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you like, comment down below which option you chose. Let me know how it resonated for you guys, and I'll see you later. Alright, those of you who chose number 3, this is your reading. So the first word people use to describe you is cleansing. You are probably most likely a water sign or have water in your chart. Not necessarily. I'm also hearing like you might be born in autumn or the fall time. So possibly Scorpio. But that's just a little extra. But people see you as cleansing. You're refreshing. You're somebody who kind of cleanses away all the negativity, cleanses away all the toxic thoughts in their mind. Just you clear out anything that it may be preventing others from moving forward. You're very cleansing, very calming. I do see you as very emotional and very in touch with your emotions as well. They also describe you as somebody who allows things to die when it's time for them to die, with these leaves dying, like the fall time. When things are time to fall and wither away, you kind of allow that. But yeah, just very cleansing, very detoxifying. You really clear out any kind of toxic thoughts people may have. You're able to help people recognize areas that may need to be vamped up and cleaned a bit. Like water, it just cleanses everything. It clears all the dirt and the debris away. That's kind of how you help others, and people see you as very cleansing. Possibly emotionally as well. You might help people cleanse out toxic or negative emotions and replace them with more positive ones. Second word people use to describe you as is retreat. So people see you as more of, I'm feeling like kind of like the hermit energy. You kind of like to retreat, kind of be on your own, spend your alone time. You're probably somebody who likes to look into history. I don't know, I was thinking this, but I just see kind of like this old Egyptian thing. You might be into researching. You like to kind of spend your time at home researching things that you like. I feel like you enjoy your own energy. You kind of like your solitude. You like to stay at home. You probably are social, but generally how you recharge and you revamp is you like to retreat. You like to spend time by yourself. You probably are somebody who likes to go out to a bunch of parties and go out too much. You do socialize, but your sanctuary, what recharges you and rebuilds you is that retreat. That time to reflect. You kind of like to sit back and reflect, just spend that alone time, kind of take time away from the world. So they see you a little bit like as the hermit, somebody who likes to spend their solitude, spend time with themselves. I feel like you enjoy your own energy. Third word people use to describe you is trust. So you are somebody that people can trust. You have ultimate honesty. You're very trustworthy. You are willing to climb a mountain for others. And I feel like that's how they see you, as like just so trustworthy. People see that you are willing to do whatever it takes for the people that you love. You will climb right over top of this mountain right here for the people that you love. You seem to be somebody that doesn't try to lie or manipulate. You're just very trustworthy. People trust you with their thoughts. People trust you. You're probably somebody that people can come over and bring their kids over to your house and just totally trust you. You're somebody that people can tell their secrets to and they know you're not going to spill them. You just have a very honest and trustworthy energy that people just feel like they can easily open up to you. And I feel like that's because you radiate a lot of love and a lot of empathy as well. And others that know you best just kind of see that you really do go the distance for those that you love. And people just get the vibe they can tell you anything, and they know that you're not going to spill the beans and that you're super trustworthy. The fourth word people use to describe you is compassion. So you are a very compassionate person. You care for others deeply. You care for others deeply. You have a lot of compassion, a lot of care for others in the world. I feel like you care for everyone, even strangers that you don't know. I feel like, see, this guy has his arms open. I feel like you're always open to love. You're always open to care. If you're a mother or a father, you're probably very kind and caring with your children. You just have a lot of compassion for others, a lot of care for others, which I feel like this is a very rare trait in the world, because a lot of people are more about self, but I see you just being very compassionate and caring for those around you. You really do care what people are going through. You really are that shoulder to lean on. It's like you're just totally open. This guy's arms are just open. You're like, yes, come to me, I will care for you. You probably like adopt like stray animals, just kind of like that energy. You just like to care for others and love others. You have a lot of compassion and care for others. And the fifth word people use to describe you is courage. So I'm feeling Mars energy here, not necessarily, but yeah, you have a lot of courage. People see you as very brave. So you may have went through certain things in your life that required a lot of courage. People see you as really courageous. Maybe you're someone who's going after a career or a job that takes a lot of courage, because it's not something people normally go for, or you've just experienced things and went through things where you had to conjure up a lot of courage to get through them, conjure up a lot of courage to get through these experiences. I'm sure you went through a lot of things that would have scared other people, and you were able to find that courage, that strength, that drive within inside you to walk with ease through these things. And that's why it's like that Mars spirit, that will, that fighting spirit. Yeah, you're very courageous. People would use the word courage to describe you because you're very courageous, and you've gotten through things that others just don't even know if they could have ever faced like you did. So if you guys enjoyed this reading, give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you like, comment down below which option you chose. Let me know how it resonated for you guys, and I'll see you later.